Sit. One of the sounds that Riley's phobic about is the vacuum cleaner. And it's not good. It's not good anytime that the dog's fearful of something and it continues this behavior, it becomes more and more ingrained. Now, full disclosure, we're going back to Brooklyn tomorrow. We don't have much time to work on this, but I feel obligated to sort of like do something. I do. I feel obligated. I love the dog, and I don't want her to be afraid. Now, I don't know if me working with her for an afternoon is going to impact her enough. I mean, honestly, if I was going to do this, it would be done during a board and train. I'd go buy a stand-up vacuum cleaner and work her inside too. Do you understand? But the key is this, is that heel, Riley, heel, is that when the dog gets forward motion and it hides, it's conditioning itself to be afraid. Don't ever console the frightened dog. Many times, this is common, the dog being afraid of the vacuum cleaner. Many times, the owners have created this when the dog is a puppy. They use a vacuum cleaner. The dog doesn't know what it is. It's freaked out. This machine is growling at them. And instead of like working with the puppy, then the owner's sort of like a deer caught in headlights, and it just continues for the lifetime of the dog. So we're trying to impact the dog, and it's very simple. We turn the vacuum cleaner on. It's just like when we were working with the starter pistol. We walk the dog at heel, make the dog compliant around the sound that it's phobic to, making sure that the dog knows running away from something like this is not appropriate. That's not what I ask. I ask you to stay at heel. Now, full disclosure, she's on an e-collar. She was e-collar conditioned when she was a puppy. I put this on her to make things go smoother. Dogs that are e-collar conditioned, if you have the e-collar on them, they're much more compliant. So I'm not really using it, I just have it on her. I would use it if she would pop out a heel. I'd probably hit the vibration mode. Riley's doing great. Let's watch her work here. Got your great dog heel. Come on, Riley. Good girl, Rod. Heel. Heel. Sit. But the bottom line is this: if you're working with the dog that's sound phobic, first of all dogs should have a crate. The entire lifetime of the dog, that's their safe spot. You can avoid problems like this. And if you know that you're going to vacuum or anything like that, the 4th of July, put the dog in the crate. That's their safe spot. They like it there. It's not jail. All dogs need to have a crate. So know that. Like when Riley goes home, my suggestion to her mom is going to be, put Riley in a crate. If you don't have a crate, get one. Start using a crate again. And at the very least, if you don't have a crate, put her in another room before you start vacuuming. Make sure that the dog doesn't regress. And each time that you vacuum, if it's not fully conditioned into the dog, even if it was fully conditioned in the dog, the vacuum cleaner, you would still want to use a crate like the first couple months. Make sure that that behavior didn't start up again. She'll go back into her house. And a lot of times dogs regress in training because owners fall back into their ways. So we're going to work Riley a little bit longer, doing the same thing. We're going to put the vacuum cleaner back on and make sure that Riley is compliant. Riley, heel. Heel. Come here, heel. Sit. It's all about sending the correct message to the dog. Don't be afraid. Do what you're told. If the dog gets in this thing in its head, like it's got to run, you're conditioning fear into the dog. Never console a frightened dog. If Riley's going home, her mother could put Riley on a leash and use an e-collar, make sure that Riley knows that she needs to be compliant, and vacuum with Riley while Riley's on a leash. Riley needs to stay at heel, and that's what I would do if I had more time. But she clearly can get over this. She can. She's not flipped out at all. She's more freaked out. She was more freaked out about the starter pistol. She's not shaking or anything. She's panting because it's hot. She's doing great. So I might have her sit there next to the vacuum cleaner. I might have her walk around the vacuum cleaner. And like I said, if she was here longer, I'd buy a stand-up vacuum cleaner and walk her and vacuum my house, even though I don't have carpets. See what I'm saying? You got to send the correct message to the dog. Don't be afraid. There's nothing to be afraid of. You're awesome, Riley. Good job, baby. She's chill. She's chill. I don't think this will hold. We didn't do it long enough. We didn't do it long enough. And as far as like the gunshots go and fireworks, should be good on some fireworks. If they're bottle rocket type fireworks, those make a whistling sound. We didn't have time to go over anything like that. But is she more stable around sounds that she was phobic with? Yes, absolutely. It was a very short period of time. I feel good about it. I helped Riley not be freaked out, you know. Good girl, Riley. Sit. Sit. It's a good girl. Good. Her tail's up. Her face. She looks good. She looks real good. It's a beautiful dog. Very pretty. Let's see if Riley will do it off leash. Stay at heel around the vacuum cleaner that's going. It's loud. It's a shop vac. Of course it's loud. Riley, heel.
here.
Come on, here. Sit. You're a good girl, dude. She's wagging her tail. She's awesome. You're awesome, Rye. Give me a kiss. What a good dog.